So 2023 is almost over. It's been a fantastic year for K-pop. There have been loads of albums and EPs that I've loved, but there's also been quite a few projects that have disappointed me. In this video, I'm gonna go through 5 projects I was expecting a lot more from. At number 1 is Me by Jisoo. Very disappointed with this one. Thought the songwriting was really weak. Also thought it was so weird that she had 0 writing credits on the project, so the songs aren't really personal to her in the slightest. It just seems ingenuine in my opinion. Flower wasn't bad, but it could have been sung by absolutely anybody, as it was so simple and lacking in personality. The song also didn't have the best vocal performance. It seemed like she delivered the verse with a bit of a childish tone, and then the chorus just sounded awkwardly strained, to the point where it sounded off-key. When it was released, I was actually thinking how much better Jennie or Rose would have sounded on the track, but luckily it was so unmemorable that I'm honestly not that bothered. The other song, All Eyes on Me, was even worse in my opinion. The instrumental just sounds so outdated, along with how badly it was mixed. It follows the usual Teddy chorus drop that we've heard many times. Honestly, all the same criticisms people have for Flower basically apply to this track. The drop chorus, how dated the production is, the vocals. Yeah, overall very disappointing. Number 2 is Batter Up by Baby Monster. Quite an obvious pick. I think most people will probably agree with this one. There was so much hype for this song, and it just did not live up to expectations. The song lacks any excitement or personality. The production is boring, and the lyrical content is very cringy. Sting like a bee and I'm a boss baby are some lines that should have absolutely been rewritten. The song just uses such a boring formula. It's as if the team behind it has used Blackpink's How You Like That and Lisa's Money as their template, but without adding anything new or distinctive. While the members do seem to be able to carry a tune vocally, the songwriting and instrumental does not do them any justice. The brass samples are unengaging and leave virtually no impact. We know that YG has a formula and that they like to stick to it, because this track literally contains all the hallmarks for a YG girl group song: a trap beat, an EDM pre-chorus, and a piercing synth. Nothing about the song is new, and nothing about it is done particularly well. The good aspects to the track are the vocals and their performance. There is definitely potential for the group in these departments. I was disappointed with the song, but it's still so exciting to see what's next. Number 3 is Golden by JK. I did a review on this album when it first came out and got mixed responses in the comments. The gist of what I said was that the project was okay. Nothing blew me away or surprised me. I don't think the project was bad, but it just had nothing unique going for it. It also didn't feel cohesive, just more like a compilation of songs. It really lacked identity. For someone as talented as JK, I just thought the album needed more energy and cohesion to make it something truly great. Instead, it's a compilation of solid pop songs sung by a great singer and captivating performer. He used popular writers and producers to try and get hits. It was very catered towards the Western audience. The main positive I took away was that his vocals sounded great. The vocal range he showed in the album was impressive. He demonstrated a deep understanding of pop performance. The album did well at showing his ability to mold himself to a variety of sounds. I feel like I could easily recommend the album to a non-K-pop listener who is looking for an easily digestible introduction. But yeah, overall, this album is nothing special. Number 4 is ATEEZ with the World EP Will. I don't think this project was bad by any means, as I mentioned in my review, but it just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. At this point, I'd be expecting the group to be putting out their best work, but this just wasn't. Vocal performances on the album were good, but just really predictable, such as Jongho always singing some ridiculous high notes. It's always the same. There was also an overuse of auto-tune that just feels reminiscent of HYBE's overall production style. I'm just getting tired of them editing and processing vocals. I know many people like it as a stylistic choice, but I prefer vocals to sound more natural. Even if vocal performances on a track don't sound good, weird effects don't make it better. They only emphasize what's wrong with it. I also just didn't feel like there were any songs on the project that blew me away, which is why I was disappointed. Just pretty average. As a whole for me, The World Episode 1 remains their best album to date. Number 5 is Rockstar by Stray Kids. I know that this EP is partly Stray Kids expanding their sound, which is cool to see. but I just don't think it was executed well. It's slightly more consistent than their last project, but still pretty forgettable overall. There's just nothing that really stands out to me. Parts of the project feel very cringy due to the lyrics, which is like so many of their other releases. It's just surface-level writing. There's nothing wrong with writing about confidence or flexing, but there needs to be some depth. There's some decent vocal performances here and there, but it still felt like a chore to listen to. It all just sounds so messy and overproduced. So many of the songs lack dynamic contrast, and most songs on this project are ruined by their choruses. The verse will be going in a really cool direction, and then it just gets killed. Some rap parts weren't great either. This group still really excite me. I just think they need better guidance when putting these ideas together to make it more polished and cohesive. So that's my list. Let me know what yours is in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.